Welcome to this Be Agile Scrum track. This is another day of business analysis. I'm going to present my screen. Once you see my screen, please do confirm that you can see that. And let's get started with our ground rules. Ground rules are a code of honor, which is the reminder for all of us that we are here just not for the training. We are here for what? We are here for what, everyone?
For the placement.
Job placement.
Exactly, job placement, and that should be your bullseye. Okay, and you should not ever forget this. That's the reason. This is one thing I want everyone to remember, and for that I'm going to share my screen, and here is the screen presented to you. Let me know if you all can see the screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you. Thank you for confirmation. So what is the very first code of honor you need to keep in your mind that because Agile is full of ceremonies and you must start attending all the ceremonies, considering this training as a part of ceremony itself, show up live, remain on time, remain punctual, and remain highly committed. Why you need to practice this over here? Because it is said how you do anything is how you do everything. Practice this till your entire track gets over, so that once you get placed, you are habituated to follow these. Second one says that be the full stack student, because you have started as a Guru School's first pillar, that is instructor led free training. So once you once you are starting into training, you just don't become student. Be mindful of being a full stack student who does all the assignment, do self research, and repeat whatever they learn. The third one says that while you are doing so, you must start taking the responsibility of what you attract. When you do, attract success. When you don't, you attract failure. Once you take the responsibility of even this failure, there are chances you may correct it, and that may become the trail for the success. That's the reason you are requested to take the responsibility of both, not even miss a single one. Otherwise, there won't be any chances of correction to move ultimately towards success. Fourth one says that to do so, it requires a really, focused mindset, uh, which is a kind of a lifelong learner, and remain positive. And uh, because Agile's one pillar is the soft skill, and mindset is the part of that. And during this process, because Agile is all about continuous delivery, incremental delivery, make sure that you always remain on time, even when it comes to delivery. And that requires really complaint-free mindset to ship it on time. More complaint-free mindset you may get driven by, you will find that you are loaded with gratitude, and gratitude increases the level of productivity, and you see the result of completion speeding up. Having said so, you are then further requested to start your day with the increased receptivity, and for that I have requested you to follow 30 days challenge. For that, I do share one audio track which is 40 minutes long, that you can finish within 20 minutes after putting it into 2x mode while you are doing exercise or jogging or walking. Whatever you do in the morning, that time you can put it in 2x mode and listen to it, complete it, and you see its impact positively, how changes your entire course of your life. And the second one is that once you are getting into the deep learning, don't forget to follow golden quadrant of learning. What it says that start any learning with the declaration. Don't do declaration, just declare it with anchor, and then get into deep learning. And within 24 hours, draw using pen and paper, and then summarize it in a less than 90 second of video audio, so that in a way that even 5 years old can understand. If you could do it effectively, you will find the information is retained forever in your mind, and everyone can follow this four angle, which is called as golden quadrant of learning. So are you all ready to follow the quadrant, follow the declaration. Are you all ready for the declaration?
Yes.
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 So at the count of 3, what you are going to do is that you are going to put an anchor. Anchor is going to be body movement. And here we are going to do is a self high five. That is a clapping, and one clap and repeat after me what you see selected in blue. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 and clap and repeat. I'm a quick learner.
I'm a quick
Quick
learner.
learner.
What others can learn and master,
What
What
others
others
can
can
learn
learn
and
and
Learn and
master,
master,
master.
I too can do that.
I too can do
Do
that.
that.
One more time, you are going to put this anchor, that is the self clap or high five. 1, 2, 3, and begin and repeat. Because I'm an awesome learner,
Because
because
I'm
I'm
an
an
Because I'm an
awesome
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 learner,
learner.
learner.
today's learning is going to be
Today's
learning is
Learning
learning
is
is
going
going
to
to
be
be
super duper easy to me.
super duper
super easy
easy
to
to
me.
me.
Yes, exactly. It is going to be it any subject, it is going to be easy for you today. And remember, at the 6th, you need to be a giver, because you come from a various background with various experience and vast experience. It is quite important to keep ego away on the path of learning, so that you really learn, relearn and unlearn, which is not necessary, which is necessary, and which is mandatory. So that's how the process is for learning, relearning and unlearning, and that keeps you more spiritually grounded on the path of growth. Spiritually grounded means your happiness level continues to increase, and happiness is today's productivity is considered in the era of more depressed environment, or more competitive world. And more you continue to learn, you see that you attract more earning. And in case you are already earning, or in case you are thinking of starting your earning, have an intent of charity, because I'm sure you are here for more earning. Okay, so have this intent of charity, and at least start it once you get placed. If not now, give away 5 or 10% of your earning, because when you give, you grow. When you receive, you may survive. And I'm sure you are here not just for survival, but also for the growth. So please do follow and see its result. And while you do so, appreciate what you do, what others do for you, and when what does not happen to you. Remember, next we are going to meet on Monday, then Tuesday, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. These consecutive 3 days we are going to meet for technical session. Any question around this?
No,
No.
sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So are you all clear with code of honor as well? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
thank you so much. And anyone here for the first time? I'll repeat. Is it for anyone, is it day one? No. So silence means no. So let's get started and we'll begin. Okay.
Sure.
And now if you can see the PowerPoint presentation, I want you to quickly let me know. Let me share the slide for you. Okay. Can you all see the slide?
Yes.
The PowerPoint slide. Okay. Thank you so much. So Prerna, I have not seen your another device yet. So let me know once you join in with
My
that.
laptop is
Yeah,
restarting, so
no
give me a
problem.
couple of minutes.
Yeah, sure. All right, everyone. So let's continue today what we are going to learn. We are trying to cover these many topics today. Okay, so it's all about information management. The interesting topic is business analysis model, and then we will be into activity diagram, mind maps, product roadmap, SWOT analysis, fishbone diagram, and process flow diagram. So let's get started with information management. So uh, it is told that it is called as that there are 5 keys of information management that starts with leadership, operations, processes, data, and technology. Okay, so let's get take a deep dive into this. What do we mean by that? So when any information has to be managed, it has to follow some cycle. Okay, so it has to be first planned, uh, Information means what? What do you think when it comes to information?
Data.
Yeah, data. Yeah, information is simple means data. And thank you so much for understanding this. So any data can appear in a abrupt manner and disorganized manner, and you can just see and view. If no reference or context, it may appear as a popcorn style in front of you. So so it cannot be read. If data is not read, do you think it is going to be important for you if it is not readable?
No.
Not at all. Not at all. That's right. So for doing so, there should be a meaning behind it. You must collect it well. You must plan it well. First, you need to plan it well so that it goes organized and it becomes readable so that it becomes useful. And for that, you must plan it, collect it, or create it or receive it. Okay. And once it is collected, created, or received, it also requires authorized. Okay. If it is quality data, then only it makes some sense to you. Okay. At a longer run. And if that data comes with the authority, of course, it requires access, because it cannot be any authorized data. Do you think can be accessed by anyone and everyone?
No.
Yes, because there is authority adhered to it. It requires access. It needs to determine the access. So if once access is given to the organized file, okay. So inside organized files, these are documents which is well described. And imagine if that documents are stolen or purged or deleted. So it requires, it won't be of any use, and that's the reason such documents are backed up well. Such documents are copied and stored in that manner. Okay, so that you can further analyze those data as well, and if required, you can share and distribute. Once purpose is resolved, one purpose is solved, okay, then it requires to be disposed. I mean, it will be destroyed. Okay, and again, to get into the cycle, only active data can be further planned. Do you all get it?
Yes, sir.
So this is a simple life cycle of any information, and that's the reason it is called information management life cycle. Today on WhatsApp group, I have already shared BA Bog guide. Did you all see that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So BA Bog is a body of knowledge for business analysis. Likewise, there is body of knowledge for information management as well, to which we call it as IMBOK. Okay. So IMBOK is a knowledge areas and information management process. It helps to that. So it all about information technology, where it manages the project, and in information system, it holds the entire data for business change, any business change that appears and remains applicable. So what all the processes it can hold and will be useful in all the business operations, because the business can get benefited and perform better. And to perform it better, you can apply this process in for business betterment and business performance, to re-strategize it, so that again you can put back into your IT projects. Okay, is it the clear, a simple flow about what exactly IMBOK supports to the flow, the project flow? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's move further and understand about this information management, what all it includes at the deeper level. When it comes to information management, I want someone who can read first two bullets for me.
Information management The knowledge areas include the following: information technology, hardware and software, information systems, IT built into a system that meets business needs and policies.
Thank you so much. So how many of you have ever realized that you are using any software and it gives you a pop-up all the time that, policies have been revised?
Yeah, very
Yeah,
frequently.
very
Yeah.
frequently. Okay. And why it is important for you to know the policies?
Probably that for the data privacy.
Okay. Data
To keep their
privacy.
system update.
Yeah, keep the system update, data privacy, and you better know about the data distribution. So a very quick example I can give you, because last time I was giving you one example in DDDM, in the data driven decision making framework, about digital marketing. Did you know that? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when we do digital marketing, we generally do, the example was when you do over Google or on Meta. Okay. When it comes to Meta, means it could be Facebook or Instagram or something like that. So it's when advertisement are run, then it gets distributed on the various channel. And when it gets on distributed on various channel, and if you are not well aware of that, what all the privacy has been changed, the policy has been changed, there are chances, because you are putting your budget into the marketing, online marketing, it may go wasted if it is not abide by the change policy, or it is not adhered by the change policy. Okay, because it's all about distribution. When you are running your advertisement, it means for its view. Okay, if it is not viewed by the audience, do you think it will be useful to run that ad, put the budget into the ad on the frequent basis, even though it is not viewed? Do you think it is
No.
making sense? No,
No.
No.
no, not at all. So for that, it continues to remain, make some sense. It continues to, uh, continues to help you to distribute it well to your target audience. Uh, and it can only do so on consistent basis if advertisers are well versed with the change policy. And that's the reason it is recommended to continue to be vigilant of such policies. It is not just like that. It appears that, hey, we have changed the policy and you must go through, and you continue to ignore that. I understand the policies are so much big that people continue to ignore that. But if you'll continue to ignore that, you cannot take its full benefit. Okay. And when it comes to information technology, it is just not about information, because information is also includes hardware and software. And when it comes to information system, so it has to meet the business need and policy as well. Okay. Is it clear? Both the points?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I want someone to read another two, third and fourth.
Business information created by analyzing and contextualizing data using tools such as the information system, business processes, how to evaluate and use the business information to make decisions.
Thank you so much for reading this out. So yes, okay. When it comes to business information, it requires to be analyzed, entire data, uh, using tools. So data can be utilized by various tools. And last time we looked at few examples, like in PowerPoint we can analyze data, but more and less we were talking about the Excel. Do you all remember that we were talking about how Excel will be useful for analyzing data? When we were telling about that, what all the available tools you can use. Do you all remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this information, business information, can be analyzed using such tools. And when it comes to processes, so you must evaluate and use such information to make some decision. Okay. So yeah, these tools help you to uh, evaluate and use the business information to make decision. And why you need to take decision? Because based on that, you can analyze, report, and you can enhance your past performance. Do you all think once you analyze the past performance and project your projected goal, that is the only time you can improve? Do you all agree with this?
Yes.
Because if you leave untouched and if you don't measure it, you can't improve. Okay, it is said that you can only improve once you measure. Okay, or what is measured can be improved. Okay, that's the reason that goes behind this business process. I want someone to read business benefit.
Business benefit, the desired advantage the business information will provide. Shall I read the other bullet also?
Okay, so you can continue to read that.
Business strategy, the master plan that gives a company a direction. Ideally, decisions made through the business processes, which are based on business information, will guide the strategy and lead to the realization of the business benefits.
Thank you so much for reading this out. So while we are following this all, understand the ultimate expectation is that advantage, because when you are into business, we are using data and you are analyzing it and you are trying to improve the process. It means that expectation should be that expectation should be that all the information has been organized in a way so that you can rethink of improving your existing process. Okay, you can take a decision in a right direction. Ultimately, it has to benefit to the company. Okay, so when it comes to company, it also has to help your client to grow. Okay, and how would you only do that? Only you could do that because when you have some existing process and based on those existing process, you are taking decisions. Okay, and when you are taking this decision, it will utilize the business information to continue to flow in the all department of your business, and based on those impact in the various department, what is going to happen that you are going to look for the benefit, and if benefit is not met, you are able to analyze back, look back, and based on that you can further rethink and re-strategize. So at every step of the business and business flow, information management is going to be useful. Is it clear to everyone, the entire slide, what I have explained in detail, or any
Yes.
question around it? Okay, so I take it as a yes from everyone. So let's move further and understand when we are talking about, processes. So it says that no more writing of processes, but you can depict it through various design. So how you are going to depict it through various design? So understand, as I remember during my childhood, when I was in my 8th standard or 9th standard, I used to design some flowchart. Okay, so few of you said that you were not aware of the flowchart. So flowchart is simple design where you need to, so wait a second, let me share my screen with the whiteboard. For that, I am going to reshare my screen. All right, can you all see the whiteboard where I am scribbling something?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. So, all right. So what used to happen for any steps or any process, we used to design some, what do you call? We used to design some diagram or say chart. Okay. So chart used to come with start. Okay. The chart or the diagram used to come with, start and stop. So when it comes to start and stop, it should be always, it was supposed to be in a circle. So always start and stop, you will find in the flow chart to be in circle. Okay. So start and stop. Or any activity you can think of can be completed in steps. Do you all agree with that? And any
Yes.
steps can be started and can be stopped. All right.
Yes.
When you can start and stop any process, always remember it also get into when you are starting something and stopping something, you will find that anything which is started and stopped, it always follow some processes, and in between you will find some input for it. What do you find?
Input.
Input. To complete any work, you must have some input, so that at the end, using that input, what you can achieve, everyone?
Output.
Yes, that's right. Using input, you also achieve output. Okay. So when you are trying to give some input, you achieve some output. Input and output are generally in flowchart written in, same kind of table. Okay. This is your input and this is output. Okay. In between, what happens, because you are giving some input, you are, giving some output, but based on the input and output, sometimes you take a decision. Okay. And this is called as decision box. What it is called as, everyone?
Decision box.
Okay. So you take a decision. Say, for example, you are going by road to one city, and in between you have two choices. Okay. One could be the long route, another could be the short route, one could be the busiest route, and another one could be the easiest route. Or on that particular day, the route is really not meeting the easiest way. So you take a decision whether take a left turn or right turn. Do you all agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah. So those such decision you can put in a decision box. Okay. Say, for example, here you are just thinking of making tea, and always there is a connector. Okay. Connector means, it connects two boxes. Say, for example, this is the connector. Okay. This is the connector, and this is the connector, and this is the, okay. And this is the connector. All right. So say, for example, you are going to prepare tea, you are going to start input, you can take utensils, further input, you can, input would be the gas stove and flame of it. And then further input will be taking decision now, do you want black tea or normal tea? Okay. So say, for example, you are going to make a decision now over here. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. So here you are going to take a decision, normal or black tea. Okay. Say, for example, here you have taken a decision for normal or black tea, and this flow is for normal tea, and here it will change for the black tea. Okay. Here it changes for the black tea. And from here, the new set of, new set of diagram will continue to follow. And here you will see all the information. Say, for example, here I will write here normal flow, N for normal flow, and here for black tea. Okay. Is it clear? So from here, whatever will flow, it will flow towards the black tea preparation. Here it will flow towards the normal tea preparation. Okay, input you are providing. Now you are taking a decision for black tea and black tea and regular tea, and based on that, further input will change whether you are going to add milk in it or not, sugar in it or not. And for sugar also, you're going to take decision to put it or not. And then further you will follow, and at the end, the output will be that your tea is ready. Okay, your tea is ready. Sorry, where is that? Yeah, say for example, this is, I'm sorry, something is problem with the arrows, I guess. And then at the end, you achieve some output, that tea is ready, and then you stop the process. Is it clear to everyone? I did not get into detail of the flowchart because
Yes.
why I
Yes, sir.
did share this with you all, because flowchart is the backbone. A flowchart is the basics and foundation of most of all the designs which are going to come in front of you today. What we call it as a depict through design, to let you start understanding the processes. Okay, say for example, what you are going to learn about activity diagram, mind map diagram, product roadmap, SWOT analysis, fishbone diagram, process flow diagram, and visual modeling, workflow diagram, ER diagram, and WBS. That is work breakdown structure and conversion to design, docs template, and understanding. So I want you to understand this activity diagram. Prerna, could you please explain this? Because I'll have to take a 3 minutes of break. Are you there, Prerna?
Yes, Gaurav. Give me a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So meanwhile, I'm going to put another device, your another device also co-host. So you're both the.
Yeah.
All right. So Prerna is going to explain you this activity diagram. So wait a minute. What I'll do is that I will make it more readable for all of you so that it will go easy. So Prerna, let me know, please, once you're ready.
Yeah. Have you
And
stopped
could you also
sharing?
share the this
Yes.
PPT?
Yeah.
From your
That's
end?
what I was checking with you. Give me a second. I'm opening the PPT.
Okay, I could not hear.
I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
1 second. The PPT, the diagram is a little small. I'm just making it bigger for
Okay.
better visibility.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you. So there are going to be multiple diagrams which you need to follow, where these diagrams are useful. So you remember last time we have spoken about functional requirement document. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in
Yes.
functional requirement document and any another document, you need to include various diagrams. So one of this example, Prerna is going to share with you.
Is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, Prerna.
Yes.
Yeah. Give me a
And
second.
I'll have to be a little away for
Yeah,
another few
sure,
minutes.
Gaurav.
Okay.
You can continue. Yeah, you
Thank
can
you.
continue. I'm just trying to make it a little bigger so it's better
Yeah,
for
sure.
visibility. Yeah, not an issue. So is it visible? Activity
ma'am.
diagram for ATM?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Can anyone just share their views? What do they feel when we say activity diagram? Okay, you need not read this, what is mentioned, just plain English. When I say an activity diagram, what thoughts come to your mind?
The
activity
activities.
list of activities that will be
Interaction.
performed.
Set of activities.
Okay. I got 2-3 answers. So
Set of
list
activity
of
stepwise.
activities.
Daily activity.
Is the
Okay.
for any activity, what are steps we are following that
Oh,
method?
that's interesting.
Yeah,
The
the
Okay.
steps followed to finish an activity.
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
So
the steps followed
everybody
to
is saying
perform a job.
yeah. So everybody is revolving around the activity and saying whatever steps we need to perform to complete an activity. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm very happy that all of you are right. So that is why I asked you, because it's a very simple question when we say now here we have taken an example for activity diagram for ATM. Okay. So basically what it means, if I have to give you like a definition or something, it simply means that it is a behavioral diagram, that describes what has to happen or what needs to happen in a system. That means if I have to give you a simplistic example, when we watch any cooking show or any YouTube video to cook something, and at sometimes at the end of some videos they give you steps, starting with ingredients and step 1, step 2. For example, if it is a simple potato sabzi or something very simple curry, then you can have just simple steps like boil the potatoes and make a curry, add some spices and garnish with coriander, and you're done. I've taken the easiest example just to give you steps. So can you see the actions involved in the steps?
Yes.
When we
Yes.
mention these steps, right? So first you'll have to get the potatoes and keep in a pressure cooker and boil them, or ensure that they are finely cooked and things like that. So imagine how simple that is. Same concept, definitely same concept, same activities. When we form in a action or sequence way, they are called as activity diagram. Because it's a diagram, we have these arrows to point out from where to where we go. Make sense?
Yes, miss.
Yeah. So here for our simple understanding, we have taken example of ATM. Okay, everybody uses ATM. Yes.
Yes.
They understand. Yeah. Yes. So basic step is the diagram or is the screen readable to you, or you can just enlarge on your phone. Let me know. If not, then I'll read it out for you.
It
It
is
is
I
readable.
feel it
It
is
is
readable.
readable.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want different people to just follow the arrow, like starting from customer, then insert ATM card, then you see the arrow going towards right, validate ATM card, then going towards down. So I want, we have like good 32 people. So I think excluding me and Gaurav, so 29 of you. Can you just go one by one, each time different people, to read what is mentioned in those blocks, so we can complete the entire sequence? I mean, the sequence is lesser than the number of people. Yeah, so starting with insert ATM card, and please remember, just hold on, every time a different person. So I want to see who all are there and who all love to talk, so I can ensure you get a chance. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I will do that. Validate ATM card.
Okay,
Reject
we didn't
card.
start with insert ATM card. One second. Let's start with, okay, let me start. Insert ATM card. Then you said validate ATM card. Okay, next.
If it is invalid, eject card.
Perfect. Perfect. Very well read. Next.
If it is valid, enter pin.
Mhm. Okay, one second. Let us finish this loop of invalid. When you read it is invalid eject card, then again you see an arrow which says take card. So you have to take the card out, and keep it in your purse. Yeah. So
And
that,
stop
and
the
can you
process.
see? Absolutely. Now here I would like to add, when you can you see a very big black dot and an arrow above insert ATM card? The
Yes.
first,
Yes.
Yes,
yeah, so
that's the
that
start.
Yeah,
that
that's the
depicts
start.
That's the
very
start.
well said. Perfect. That's the start. And whereas when you complete a particular activity or finish a particular sequence, here we have after invalids mentioned take card. So that means it is a completion of that particular sequence or activity. So it's a stop sign kind of, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So can we go to the valid part now?
If valid, enter PIN.
Perfect. Next,
Authorize the pin.
authorize the pin. Okay, next.
If it is
If it
invalid,
is invalid,
See where the arrow is going.
Yeah,
is
If
going
it
to
is
eject card.
invalid, yeah. If it is, let me help you. See, the arrow is going all the way till
down.
Eject card. Eject card.
eject card. Perfect. And the last step is take out the card. Yeah.
Take card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take the
And
card.
the
valid pin,
action is stop. Give me a second.
Stop.
And
Yes.
the action is stop in case of it is an invalid pin.
Invalid.
But what if it is invalid pin?
Then we'll
Enter
enter
the
the
The amount.
Yes. Then
check
check
balance.
balance.
Check balance.
yeah. So there are multiple options. You can check balance, or you can withdraw the amount, or they say check balance, or here what debit account. So you can at least check the balance, or you can take money from the slot.
Slot.
See, it's check balance.
If
So you
balance
can
is
see the
greater
balance
than
amount. Yeah, if the balance is greater than the amount, for example, imagine you want to withdraw $5,000, just hypothetically, and you have that much a sufficient amount, you can take the money, or if you do not have, then you just look at the balance and then eject the card.
eject the
But
card.
then if you have the balance, then you take out the money. Okay, it's not mentioned here, I'm just adding, you take out the money whatever you wish to, and then you can see
Post
the
the
arrows.
balance.
See, here arrows are very important, okay, because arrows show you direction.
Yes.
So you take out the money, take money from the slot, and then you go down, then again you see the balance, and then you eject the card, and then finally you take the card, put it in your wallet, and you leave. So do you see, you all yourself only describe this entire process with the help of arrows, that's why the arrows are very important. The significance of arrows is they show you in which direction, in which flow you're going. Here you're going in this direction, here you're going in a downward flow. And by the way, it's not that visible, but you see this valid invalid option whenever there were multiple choices, valid or invalid. This shape is called as a diamond shape. Okay, though it looks little bit like a squarish. Yes, yeah, that is a decision box. Very well done. Yeah, so even if you Google some of the signs, so you will get a lot of different these kind of symbols. So basically this diagram is a form of UML diagram that stands for Unified Modeling Language. It simply means when you have to depict something diagrammatically in Agile or in IT, you make use of UML diagrams. Like you have different diagrams, Venn diagrams, pie chart, the things. This is called as a UML. Just for your information, you don't need to dig much into it, but just so you know that what is a UML diagram. So basically it's just a visual representation of what actions you're doing, who are the actors, and what are the things involved. Now here we can see the actions, right? So in this scenario, who is the actor, if I have to call it?
Customer.
Perfect.
Bank.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect. As of now, customer is an active customer is an active actor because he's performing something. And even in case we have to understand which are all the classes means which are all the functionalities involved. So we can always say accessing the ATM machine, checking the balance. So these are all the actions involved. Okay, so these are the classes, like main segments. So this is just a little bit info I would like to give you, but we will discuss more on it, and you don't have to be an expert in it, let me be honest, but you should know how it looks. If given a situation, you should be at least able to draw a decent UML diagram. So what I will recommend is, You can go on YouTube and you can search for UML diagrams, or better is activity diagrams for beginners in IT. What you will write?
Activity diagrams for beginners in IT.
Activity diagram for beginners.
Why in IT? Because there will be many activity diagrams in different industry or other spheres of work. But then we are focusing more on IT. And why beginners? Because it will be an easy thing for you to understand. Okay, and always go explained in 5 minutes, explain in 10 minutes. Always go for smaller videos. Or nowadays we have the best thing is like YouTube shorts, right? Barely 30 seconds or less than 1 minute, and they are very easy and superb to understand. Make sense? Yes. So do you have any questions about this now?
Ma'am, can you please repeat the full form of UML?
Yeah, UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. Like what it means, see, whatever steps or what actions are required for for an ATM process, you have modeled that action in a language. Okay, and it is called as unified because all these symbols like start, stop, decision making, arrows, all these symbols are unified. They are kind of globalized, they are constant when you use this kind of diagram. So basically whenever you walk, whenever you watch a cat like a fashion show, you see the models modeling with that clothes or with the handbag or whatever accessories they are modeling for. So how that is visual, this is on a paper showing you the flow. That's why it is called as modeling. Makes sense?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, most welcome. And don't worry, see, what I personally feel is whenever you learn something new, your system, like your brain, your mind, it takes some time to adjust. So what we recommend, whenever you learn something in the class, just try to accept and digest it. Digest is also very important. Just accept it. And then whenever you have free time, just generally we don't recommend Googling because Google will give you so much of unwanted information also that you will go crazy. So we always recommend watching some smaller videos on YouTube. If not, you can watch the same video from earlier batch. We are pretty sure we might have given some different explanation, some different concept, so you would understand the same topic in a different way. So rewatch the videos because every trainer teaches in a different manner, different example, and then you never know, you might like some other explanation given by some, it might click to you. We say I got clicked, it got clicked me and I just understood that. So and these are very real life concepts. So tomorrow, imagine if I give you one I tend to give easy examples. So tomorrow, if I give you a very simple example of how to bake a cake, a plain chocolate cake, okay, it will not be a fancy one. So you know the steps. So this, get the flour and get the cocoa powder, get whatnot, whatever you want to add, vanilla essence or whatever essence, so you can have that sequence. So here all these themes we could have actually written in one line or one to-do list also, but the difference is why it is called as a diagram, because it has a sequence. You see this arrow, you can make decision, you can stop, you can start. So make sense? Easy? Did you understand it well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So let's go to the next. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Yes. So basic mind map diagram. Okay, so it's mentioned as basic. Let me make it larger for you. Yeah. Can anyone see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And what idea do you?
Ma'am, is there any possibility to make this a little more zoom?
Hello.
Yeah, can we have a little more zoom on this because very small.
Yeah. I'm trying to. Gaurav, please respond if you are back. I'll just make this diagram only bigger.
Little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prerna, I'm back. I have dropped
Will
a
you
message
please
as well.
continue? I need to take a call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
check in
Is it
message as
visible,
well.
guys?
I am.
Yeah.
send out a
Yeah.
message.
No, sorry, I didn't see. I was focused
Yeah,
on
yeah.
screen.
Please check
Yeah,
that on WhatsApp. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take
visible.
that up. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
stop.
Okay, can anybody see this? Yeah.
Yeah, we can see.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
Yes, yes.
Gaurav, please continue.
Yeah. So guys, I have to ask you one question that when it comes to mind map, okay, have you seen such a map or such mind map uh, earlier before today? What
No.
we call it as a
no,
mind map.
No. No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Answer is no from everyone.
Yeah. Never.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So what if I say that whenever we meet, you always see a mind map?
oh yes, COH.
COH.
Exactly. So code of honor, what we start with, that itself is an example of mind map. Okay.
Okay.
Mind map comes in a various means model, and you can. So this is something where always you will find there is a centralized idea, right? And you can change the order as well. Let me go back to the same mind map again. Okay, just give me. And I'll share you that. Let me reshare my screen one more time. And, yeah, say for example, this is the same mind map. Here you have the central idea which says that COH, and I'll tell you that how you can change this mind map all the time. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change the format. So one format which you saw on the screen earlier in the PPT was in a very discrete form. I mean, one central idea, multiple branches here and there. So what I'm trying to pull, I'm trying to pull a mind map which comes in a different form. Okay. Say, for example, this is one of the format. Okay. It immediately changed. Do you see?
Yes.
Yeah. This is one of the format.
Mm.
This could be one format. Okay. Are you seeing how it is changing?
Yeah.
This could be the one format. You see, it's just changing.
Give it a second.
This is
Yeah.
this could be the another format. So you can decide and you can continue. This is just changing. So mind map comes in a different format. You can decide how you want to make it, how you want to keep it. So and not necessary that always it comes uh, uh, in one shape. It can be in multiple shape. Okay, there is not only one software, there are multiple softwares for mind map. You can decide what kind of mind map do you really want. Okay, you see that it is continues to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the one example of mind map, and that's what you saw over there, over the PPT. So let me go back and present this PPT to you. So here is one of the idea which we were trying to explain in front of you. Okay, so this was mind map, and where always there will be a central idea, there will be a node to it, and there will be the branches to it. So branches, sub branches, and it will continue. So likewise, you can put anything into mind map and you can elaborate it for understanding purpose. Generally, mind maps are drawn for brainstorming purpose. So you continue to meet in a various ceremonies or where you need to take some decision. Wait a second, everyone. So yes. So you need to take a decision or you need to brainstorm multiple ideas. That is the time when mind map is mind map can be useful. So any question over here, because we have used mind map so many times that it should be clear that how and what all you can do using mind map. So you just think of any activity to do that you can put into mind map. So this is how mind map is going to be useful to simplify the things or dump your thought on a piece of paper using mind map. Is it clear to you, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's move to another diagram, and which is called as product roadmap. And this is another example, useful example of product roadmap that let me put it into presentation mode where it will be more useful for you. So product, this is in the presentation mode. Is it more clearer now, everyone?
Yeah, you can see, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So what you see, this is presenting a roadmap for the 4 different quarters for 4 different teams, or say 5 different teams, and they are trying to achieve some activity. Okay. So what kind of activity they are going to be achieved? So there are multiple teams, team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in every quarter, they have to perform some activity. So for team 1, there is one action item given that they are going to work in the quarter 1 and quarter 2 to integrate Salesforce in some existing software. Okay. So in some existing software. However, team 2 will be focusing in the quarter 2 to automate organization chart. Okay, so this is one of the activity which is given to one of the team. However, team 3 will parallelly work in quarter 1, where they will work on the Quick Live. That is the name of the application where they are going to work upon. Is it clear to you? So here, see, you are watching in the quarter 2, which team is going to give what kind of output. Okay. At the same time, the team 3 will further get activated in quarter 3 to perform admin controls, advanced admin control. And also in quarter 1, team 3 has a one more activity to complete the Google Hangout chat to integrate with the existing software. And then team 4 will also be involved in some activity, that is they have to import draw.io application. Okay. And in quarter 2 and quarter 3, they have to contribute towards KMS, that is key management system. And Q4, they will be completely dedicating their time and energy towards Lucidchart developer APIs. And they will be creating the APIs from Lucidchart development. And team 5 will be, however, involved into quarter 3 and quarter 4 towards tablet annotation and drawing as well. Okay, so this is how, means what they are trying to showcase over here. They are trying to showcase over here in various quarters how which team is involved for what activity, and this is how this involvement can be showcased in a roadmap. Is it clear?
Yeah, Gaurav, FYI, I'm back, so let me
Okay.
know when I can continue.
Yeah, sure. So is it clear to everyone when it comes to roadmap?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's move further and understand the other one. Prerna, can you take
Yeah,
this?
I'll continue. You can go ahead. Okay, so guys, this is one of the, I would say, age-old analysis process. I personally remember reading it out of my elder brothers and siblings, I would say books or something like that. That time there was no Google during the early 90s and stuff. But then SWOT analysis has been in use for many decades. Okay, it's not something that is new like Agile or something. So basically, what do you understand SWOT stands for? The word SWOT stands for
Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats.
and threats.
Perfect. Absolutely right. So basically, it's an abbreviation of all these pointers which we have to discuss on, and it's a very simple yet very effective method of analysis. So what it does is, we will try to understand this in a business setup, okay, in an organizational setup. This kind of analysis is also used for your personality development as well, okay. So it's not only limited to any specific work sphere. It is kind of it has a very wide scope. So try to understand first it from a personal point of view, from an personality point of view, then we'll move to business. So personality point of view, if you have to consider your goal or your aim to be getting placed, okay, or you want to get a good job in IT, maybe you are from some different field. So what are your strengths? Okay, your first strength is you are hardworking or you are dedicated, that you know, and you have taken this very big decision of getting enrolled in guru schools and in this class. So these are your strength. First is your commitment, second is your efforts to get into the course, and you know, third is maybe you are hardworking, you are revising, you are understanding the concepts, you are making smaller videos and publishing, so you're doing everything that you could do. Okay. Weakness in current scenario might be that you feel that you don't have experience, or you don't have that much knowledge as of now, or you don't have all the domain knowledge that is required. These are the weaknesses that you might feel you have. Okay, these are not the weaknesses, but right now sometimes our mind plays with us and it feels that okay, these are my weaknesses. Okay, coming to the opportunities are guru schools providing you or searching a good job opportunities, interviews opportunities for you, we giving you mock interview sessions, we giving you enough practice, or opportunities are your spouse and your partners and your family members and friends helping you. Opportunities are you are also very active on Google and YouTube, and you're you know, you're polishing yourself, you're working on yourself. So these are all the opportunities for you when you do so much of hard work. And in case the threats can be, you know, the threats can be, there is ample of I would say competition in the market, there ample of competition from the experienced lot, or anything like that. Threats can be anything and everything. Threats can be your mind playing with you, that you are not good enough, or at times you just get confused or lost. So these are the threats which are just time, which are just a matter of time and your thought process. These are not real threats, it's just delusional threats, if I have to call it. So you see, you know, your current scenario, how we put into a SWOT analysis. So you have to work on your strengths. First of all, work on your strengths so your weaknesses minimize, and you have to take benefit of the opportunities and ensure you overcome the threats. So what do? You work on your strengths to reduce your weaknesses. Everybody with me? Yeah. Work on your
Yeah.
strengths, improve your strengths, highlight on your strengths to reduce or diminish your weaknesses, and
Weaknesses.
also take advantage of the opportunities to ensure the threats doesn't threaten you anymore. Right? Make sense? The
Yes, ma'am.
same situation, how we can put into an organizational analysis chart. So basically, imagine if you are a soap manufacturing in it, or you know, if you are a shampoo and conditioner manufacturing brand, per se just Dove, okay, that just came to my mind. And then you are in an agile department of the Dove or analysis department of the Dove. So how would you feel? So Dove's strength is it's a well-known brand for many years and they have a loyal customer base, right? That is the strength of Dove brand. Yeah. Weaknesses is some of the people do not like Dove because they find it little lighter, or Dove doesn't have as many variety of the shampoos and conditioner as other existing brand, right? Can be,
Yes.
can be just a hypothetical situation. Opportunities is because it has a dedicated fan base, they are easy to market, and you know, their customer base is increasing because people keep referring, and they have often have multiple surveys, or because they are established and they are well doing, they're doing well prop already, they can give some free goodies, or you know, they can market well. So these are their opportunities. And their threat is existing and new brands which come up with innovative ideas, better advertisement, better brand imaging, better offers, better prices. So that's a threat to this brand. So you see how any situation can be put into this, and they can work, or they can utilize this information for their betterment. Make sense? Any doubts in this?
No.
Any doubt? Yeah, let me share my screen. Second. Yeah, let me go to the next. Okay, now this is one of the favorites analysis or chart or diagram for me. It is, can someone read what it is called?
Fishbone diagram.
Fishbone diagram.
Fishbone diagram.
And may I ask you why it is called as that? By looking at this.
It looks like a
shape
fish.
is like fish.
Yeah.
Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shape.
Absolutely right. It looks like more of a fish bone shape than a proper fish. It's like a typical any childhood fish which you have drawn when you were in primary school, the typical the rectangular or semicircles and all that. So yes, but then this is not only the reason why I personally like this diagram, because it is very effective and it's a very result oriented way of work. It's also called as a root cause analysis or root cause diagram. Also, you can see in the right side we have mentioned as root. Yeah, can you see this root? And can you see as cause? So basically what it means is, whenever there is a problem, okay, the problem is the root, right? The problem is the beginning.
The root cause.
And on that problem, what are the causes creating that problem?
Yeah.
Like, okay, like if I have to tell you that, for example, if you are getting late to work every day, hypothetically in future, okay, so what is the problem?
Traffic.
Reaching. I really like you just blame the traffic. I was gonna come on personal front. So yeah, so first thing is route is going late to college. I was saying office. Yeah, but one of the causes can be traffic, right? Second and most important cause I personally feel is you getting up late or you getting ready late. Yeah, that is, I think that is 90% true for most of the people, especially women, because we have a longer getting ready curve than the men in the morning. But yeah, so and also household chores, not only that. So yes, first is traffic, second is our schedule that we might be getting up or getting ready late, or third, there can be a particular activity which you might be doing in the morning. Maybe you might have a yoga session, maybe you might have your kids some online class or anything that is making you wait and that is making you late. Okay, just hypothetical but practical, because nowadays it is really happening. Kids have their online classes at very early in the morning at times as well. So here you know what is the problem, you know what is the cause, and you have to work on it. So first, if it is a traffic issue, you can try changing the route, just go by some other route that is easy or that is flexible, or if not, change your timing. As in you can leave 15 or 10 minutes early, or you can maximum go 30 minutes or early, and you can also leave early if your office permits that kind of flexible situation. Second, if you are consuming too much time in getting get ready or getting, or you have a tendency to get up late, ensure that everything is settled, or you have everything set, your attire, your morning work, or your kitchen thing and set up at night, and morning just do the bare minimum, complete your breakfast, do your chores and leave. So you have to plan that way. And third, in case of any online classes or any other commitments, you can shift the timing a little early, or you can shift the timing to the other slot or on the weekends, right? So you see, we faced a problem and we are trying to fix it by finding the causes. Make sense? Yes, everyone?
Yes,
Great.
Yeah.
So now
Yes.
can you see these 6 rectangles? Rectangles I'm saying because boxes and clouds we've already read. The rectangles mentioned in the inside the fish.
Yes.
Yeah, can you read that out?
Environment,
People,
Yeah, go one by one.
equipment,
equipment, process,
Management.
Next.
materials,
Next.
Equipment.
Okay, all done. Can someone read all the 6 at one, please?
environment,
people,
people,
equipment,
equipment, process,
management,
materials,
materials,
management.
process.
Okay, so here what we are trying to find out is these are the one of the prime factors or causes that could have caused the issue. Make sense?
yes,
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
so this is what we were looking for. Okay, so basically what happens is in any in any professional setup, it can be a factory, it can be a company, it can be anything. There are certain factors that could cause to an issue. Okay, now that issue could be anything. That issue could be, first of all, for example, imagine you are, taking the same example, you are a shampoo manufacturing unit, or if you're a shampoo selling unit, imagine you're a part of Dove. Okay, we just continue with the same example. Okay, and we could see that some of the packaging or the bottles of the Dove shampoo, they are not proper, or they are not properly filled, or they're not properly shaped or properly printed. Anything, any issue with that. I'm just giving you an appearance wise default because it is easy for you to understand. Okay, so in this scenario, what is the issue? That the Dove bottle is not properly made or manufactured, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a hypothetical issue that we have. Okay, so in such a scenario, what do you think can cause it, in given in this 6
Equipment.
points?
Equipment could be a
Equipment, that means
problem.
the machinery.
Yeah.
Material for the bottles.
Materials for the bottles, right? Yes, go
People,
ahead.
process while
People.
manufacturing.
People working on that machinery might be faulty, or they might not know the process, or they might not be that efficient, or making some mistakes. Yes. Then the
Process
materials.
while
Materials.
manufacturing.
Yeah, I'm just taking to this 6 pointers. So basically the materials which are given to create a bottle, that those might not be of best quality, or the quality that is expected for the bottle. Makes sense? Okay,
People,
or the process.
equipment.
Yeah, equipment means machinery, we covered that. People means workers working on that. Materials means
Process,
what is the raw material for that particular bottle, the plastic container or whatnot, a bottle. That might be an issue. Process means that for that bottle
Manufacturing
to get
process.
created. Yeah, right, perfect. For that bottle to be created, it has to go through certain processes. Like for example, first maybe that bottle has to be printed and labeled. I think that's done at the end. So maybe that bottle has to be ready in proper shape, it has to be kept in a container in a factory in proper way, and then it has to come to that section, that filling up shampoo section. So all that might not be arranged properly. That can be a process issue, right? Because the process is not followed. And also environment and management. So basically means environment means maybe that if that bottle needed to be made at particular temperature,
temperature.
to make it to
So,
be that that's robust or stubborn, or that properly, in that mold, it was not followed. That's why that bottle was not in proper shape, or it was not properly made. And the management is maybe if that particular container water, shampoo bottle, we wanted of that quality, and management did not approve of that budget, and that's why we might have gone, they might have gone to some little lower quality, which was not working out. Make sense?
yes.
Hmm?
So this is a typical scenario which I've taken from earlier example. This kind of root causes can be identified at any kind of issues. So tomorrow, if you're facing the same issue while a project delivery in IT, when we talk about deliveries and as a agile and scrum, so that can be an issue. There can be a people issue. There might be people who were on leave. There can be process issue. There were new people who didn't know about the company's process and they were not following the process. There can be management issue because we wanted to have new servers and new computers for this additional complex work to be done and we were not getting that budget. So these are, and by the way, these are not the only constants. Okay, that's important. See, environment, there is a sub cause. So people, there is a sub cause. People can be a variety of with people there can be variety of causes. Like first of all, people are not available, right? Second, we don't have the people we need, like the skilled people. Third, there might be some issues with the existing team. They're not working in coherence. They were not working very in a coordinative manner, right? So imagine and even these causes can also change depending on your issues. So these are just a good to start with 6 pointers, which are, I think they cover almost everything. So like people, environment, process, material management, these are like very decent and actually accurate causes if you have to ask. So you see from this side, from left side, we we get the answer for this route. So for this issue, these could have been causes, and then this is how we identify it. And then once you identify the issue, it's easier to fix it. So if you know the management is an issue, there is no budget, so you can reach out to management, you can request them and ensure that they give you budget, and you kind of get the budget and you start making good quality bottles or containers, right? Or you can fix the equipment, you can fix the machinery and ensure the bottle is creating. So are you guys able to visualize this? I want to know.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
So I personally would request you, when we have such kind of example, just imagine any blue white bottled or bottle, just imagine a factory setup. It can be from a movie or it can be from a real factory you might have visited. So things like that, okay, makes sense. So can we move to next slide, please, if you don't have any doubts? Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Can we get these slides or no?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Can we get this PowerPoint or no?
Apparently these slides are not to be distributed, but you get the recording. So when you watch the recording, you can always take a screenshot or take a picture.
Sure.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Ma'am, one doubt I have with the fishbone thing.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
Yeah, like as you said, definitely these six causes
We lost you. We lost your voice.
they are not the constants, right? They keep changing
Yeah,
according to the
yeah, yeah,
scenarios,
yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes. Again,
yeah.
lost you.
For this
No, your
fishbone
voice is
diagram,
really
the
breaking.
meant and
Yeah.
everything, like they don't remain constant for all. Okay, so like, can I type it and show? Is that okay?
As in, what do you want to show? What you can say first. I'm not able to get your confusion or your doubt first. Yeah. So you're just
Okay,
saying
no, no.
these six causes might and
Yeah,
would change as per the scenario, right?
yeah. That's what I just want to ask. They don't remain
Yeah, it's
constant.
right. No, 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 no. See, these
Okay,
are, first of all, these are the six basic causes which this diagram has identified. Okay. If there is
okay,
something
okay,
on and beyond, or if something is not
okay,
applicable, it is all
okay.
Yes, sorry, I was getting a call. So yes, these are the given causes. On top of it, you can have many more further on that. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome. Yeah, thank you so much. Now, now this is again very similar to what we learned. Oh, sorry, what we learned in an activity diagram. This diagram is called as
Process flow diagram.
business process flow diagram. I'm just trying to make it a bit bigger so you understand this. Yeah. So here, if you could see, can you see these boxes? And by the way, you're starting with it's a business flow, a process flow template. Okay. And by the way, why these things are called as templates? Because you can utilize them in any of the scenarios, right? So you know what's a template, right? A template means something that can be used in any scenarios. So this is, what am I doing? Give me a second. So this is just a way that we have this diagram. You can use in marketing, you can use in IT, you can use in hospitality, you can use in anything. It's just a guiding line given to you. Okay, makes sense?
Yes.
Why it is called as a template? Yeah. And this is a basically typical cycle of how you buy something. It's like a customer sales process that has been mentioned. Okay. So I just want different people to follow the arrows and read it out for me, please. Yeah, go ahead. Please follow the what I would say, arrows.
I'll go. Customer buys product.
Perfect.
Credit form.
Order entry.
Yes.
Order
Form.
Order form.
Sorry, order from. Yeah, yes, right.
Approval.
Bless me.
Credit check.
If it is okay,
Check
account.
accounts.
Check accounts
Yeah,
receivable
please
balance.
follow. Please, if somebody is reading, please follow that particular row. Okay, unless that activity is stopped.
If the credit check is okay, then it will check accounts receivable balance. If it is that okay, then calculate credit terms and then terms approved.
And then sale approved.
Yeah.
And if the credit check is bad credit, then the sale is not approved.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. I didn't realize that. So you had followed this entire process, right, from start till end. Okay, and you could see there are some diagrams. They basically here we actually started from a sales call. Okay, so you could see the left hand side. There are different departments, starting with top as a customer, then we have sales, then we have management, then we have credit department. Can you see this? I'm just hovering my mouse. Yeah.
Yes.
Customer.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Sales.
Okay. So whichever actors or whichever components are from those section, they are mentioned there. So customer is like customer buys product, customer takes credit. So here the customer part, then sales. So basically our journey actually started from this sales call. Yeah, sales call first. There is a sales call, and sales call can turn into an actual buying activity, or it can be just an inquiry. Okay, so first is sales call comes, and then it goes to a customer who buys the product, and or it is something that you order in, or you make an order entry. What does it mean is, first of all, see, I can buy from Amazon as a buyer, as a customer, or I can buy from Amazon as a seller as well, right? So I can buy a suitcase, I can buy one unit, just a hypothetical but real life examples. But I can buy 10 per se travel bags and then resell them in my own shop. Make sense? So when a customer buys a product, it's like an individual customer. When there is an order entry, that means I'm giving you an order for 10 suitcases or 10 bags. So that time they take order entry. Make sense?
Yes.
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 Perfect. So you see the flow, you see, okay, so both the order, see, credit from a form or order, they come to order form. You take the order. If it is approved, it goes ahead and you check the credit. That means if the customer is taking on a credit or credit card, or it's an existing customer, they have balance in their Amazon Pay, you check that. Okay, if that balance is okay, check that if you're getting that much money, if everything okay, then calculate the final amount, credit terms, and then term approved, so you're approving that transaction. If the credit check is less, it's a bad credit. That means the funds are not sufficient, or your past history is not good, you have made some defaults and stuff like that, and then you can consider as a not sale happen. Give me 1 second. Yes. So basically, what happens is you check this entire process. If the credit is good, you go ahead and you make the transaction. If credit score or credit rating, credit criteria, see, you can see the credit criteria also. So see here, in earlier diagram, we saw everything in sequence. But here, if you could see, as per the business flow, that's why it's called as business process flow, because different segments or departments of business are involved, and they are adding to the flow, right? So here, if you see, credit criteria was not there earlier, but it got added in the management part. Can you see this credit criteria? It was not there in the sequence earlier, but then we wanted to have that component, and we had wanted to ensure that that customer has that good balance and good background. That's why it is created, it is added. So basically it's just like any other process, but then there are different businesses or business parties involved or department involved. It's mentioned as business process flow because see, there are multiple business processes. They are talking to each other, like sales is talking to management, management is talking to credit department. Okay, tomorrow credit department might talk to payments department once the payment is done. Make sense? Do you, I know it's a little deeper than the activity diagram, it is not as straightforward, but as and when you go ahead, you will understand why these things are called what. And by the way, this is the last diagram for today, because I know we have given you a lot of things to think upon and work upon. So this is the last flow diagram for today. This is the last diagram for today. Okay, so any doubts in this sequence, how it goes, why it is called as business flow diagram, and whatever, anything that you feel you're just not comfortable, or you can always rewatch this session, or you can always have watch some YouTube videos and help you understand.
I have a question about this diagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the first activity diagrams, it shows where the start point is and where the end point is. So,
Yes.
does this not specify what the start and end is?
Yes. So basically all these signs, we'll have a separate session to tell you these signs. Can you see the rectangular sales call sign or the symbol? This is
Yes.
generally I'm saying considered as a start, but then to be very honest, in activity how we had that black dot as a start, here what happens is, here if I call you, okay, we start from here, but then there are different other processes added. That's why we don't have that start and end symbol here. We have arrows and all these see boxes. So these boxes also have different meanings, which I do not want to add as of now, because it will be too much information for now. So today, just realize in process flow, we have different processes Others, please go on mute when you're not talking because the background noise disturbs the video. Yeah, I can hear my own echo. That's why. Thank you so much. So here, what is the thing is, because it's different businesses joining in the process flow, you can see many things getting added, right? So if
Yes.
we imagine if we had a start point here, but then you might have asked, if we started here, how come this join in? Right? Because this was not the case in activity diagram. In activity diagram, everything was in a sequence because it's an activity. But here, and generally in activity is done by a particular actor, like particular person, you, me, or any other process. But in business process flow, there can be different processes, right? Like here we saw management, credit, then we can have payment, then even we can have customer sales and service, if there is some complaint and then customer sales is taking that complaint. So just widen your horizon. Think about, like, next time when you visit a mall or when you visit a shopping market, just try to understand how many activities are going on. If somebody is buying something, they are paying the money, they are getting all the items they have they have selected for, and they're getting a receipt, right? That receipt, against that receipt, they are, if they are making a credit card payment or making a cash payment. So every activity that is happening around you is a business flow diagram or is an activity diagram. Only thing is, you do not know that they have a definitive name or something like that. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes. And also I would like to encourage you, see, when you learn something new, that time there are, I mean, it's a human tendency. They tend to have some doubts or some confusion. Just retain that for some time. Just, if you like sleep on it tonight, tomorrow morning, when tomorrow morning, afternoon, whenever you find time, when you watch this video, you will be in a better position to understand, because right now it's late. You've been here for 1.5 hours, you've consumed a lot of new information, so your brain also takes some time to process. But when you're fresh, you can start directly with this diagram, and you can understand, okay, this is the way, how it makes sense. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So if you don't have any doubts, I will really request you one by one. It's basically, just give how you felt today. What was your understanding, or in one line or one word, whatever works for you. And then we can wind up session, because we do not want you to wait after the session, so you can get your good night's sleep and be fresh for tomorrow's session. Yeah. So can we start with Desdemona, please? Where did she go? Okay, she's there.
Thank you. Thank you, Prerna. Very interesting session and a lot of things to grasp.
Lot of new concepts to grasp.
Yes,
I get
yes.
that.
Need to
Thank you.
work on
Thank you,
it.
Desdemona. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Desdemona. Can we hear from Janani?
Yeah, hi Prerna. Yeah, it was a very interesting session. We really had a good insight. It was, and thank you for explaining it in a very informative and also very interesting manner. Thank you for keeping us
Thank you.
engaged. Yeah.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you so much. It makes us feel really good. Can we hear from Inba?
Yeah, sure, Prerna. Thank you so much for your teaching today. It was really informative. A few concepts were good to recollect, just like the SWOT analysis. But many other things were new.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was an age-old concept, and but many other things were new to learn, and it was quite interesting. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your comments and compliments. Yeah. Can we move to Pratiksha, please?
Hi, Prerna.
Hi,
Today's session
Pratiksha.
was really interesting. And I mean, yeah, there are a lot of things that we need to
Yeah, I
grasp.
need to revise,
Yeah,
revisit again. Yeah.
yeah, I think a revision is needed for sure now. But yeah, very informative, and I enjoyed the session.
And you would, I guess, also use the SWOT analysis as of now for yourself, at least, right? Just to ensure where you stand.
Right. Actually, that's true. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Can we hear from Pooja?
Yeah, it was a nice and interactive session. Thanks for
Thank you so much.
explaining
Thank
with
you so much,
easy
Pooja.
examples.
Yes, that's why we are here. Thank you. Yeah, Yakshi, from you, please.
Hi, Prerna. It was very nice and interactive session, and you helped us a lot too by learn with the easy and simple examples. Thank you.
Thank you so much, actually. Yeah, can we hear from Harshita?
So much. Thank you for explaining it in a simple way. I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Harshita. Thank you. Can we hear from Abdul?
Hi, Prerna. It was a good session.
Hi.
We'll have to go through the concept once again
Yes,
just to
yes. No,
get
definitely.
a proper
That's absolutely
understanding of
right.
it.
Yeah. So, and also to add to this, Abdul, when you rewatch the videos, next time, trust me, it's like a foolproof guarantee. You will understand more because see, right now you are listening to me, you're looking at your watch. There are so many other participants. You might be shuffling on your phone in between. So there are many things happening as of now. This is for all. Okay, this is not only for Abdul. But then when you just listen to the recordings, you have earphones in your better if you have earphones in your ears and you're just looking at the screen, or you're just maybe you have your eyes closed. I'll recommend you when you're lying down along with any activity, even if you're lying down, rewatch. I listen to so many meditative videos or other videos which I want to listen where I'm just going for a nap or before my sleep schedule, because you are relaxed, you can focus well. So always have that in mind. And you really kind of join the dots when you do that. You're like, oh, this was this concept, like SWOT analysis. I'm pretty sure everybody knew, but do we actually use it? No. But start using it. So maybe for yourself, your spouse, you can discuss with them, do you want to work on this? Or for your kids, or for any situation. Maybe tomorrow you want to buy a newer car, maybe a costlier car you want to buy, and you want to manage your finances. You can use your SWOT analysis for this, right? So anything and everything, it is very helpful. And thank you so much for bringing it out, Abdul. Thank you. So can we go to, I think, Jyoti?
Hi, thank you so much. It was very informative, but I have a question.
Yeah,
Do
Jyoti.
we have to make this name models when we have job? I
As
mean, when
of now, you do not. But when in future we will give you some, I would say, Gaurav called as work play or home play, like some assignments. That time, like business requirement document or some process flow. That time, it's up to your choice which all diagrams you want to use. Or we don't give you as an assignment, but if you want to make it, or you can just simply draw what is given in the recording. Even if you make that diagram with your own hand on a notebook or a notepad, it will be very beneficial, trust me. With a pen and pencil. Okay, don't take a you can also take a printout and stick to your vision board or your work area, but along with that I will recommend you draw it, because we all know we come from that era when writing actually helps you engrave things in your memory very well than only typing, because in writing your maximum senses, starting with the touch of the pen and pencil, your eyes, your brain, your mind, your hearing. Even if some people have a habit of talking while writing, so they also hear what they talk. So everything is utilizing, and that thing kind of gets imprinted in your brain. So it's better if you draw in your notebook. That's why we encourage you to have a notebook, dedicated notebook for this session. It will be very helpful. Make sense, Jyoti?
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Welcome. So can we move to Kia?
Yes, thank you, Prerna, so much for the session. And honestly, the way the diagrams were represented were very easy to understand. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kia. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah. Yeah, Mahindra, from you, please. Mahindra, you're on mute. If
Yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was on mute. Sorry, it happened me to me.
Yeah.
It was a very nice session, very good session. Though I was traveling, but yes, I could attend. Thank you so much.
Great. That's kind of dedication. So you can have in your strengths that though I have my commitments, but I ensure that I don't miss on these sessions, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
work
Thank you
on
so much.
yourself, guys. And yeah, most welcome. And these are and trust me, everybody has such a great strength of opportunities and strength, but only because we don't write them, only because we don't focus on them, we feel we don't have them. So make best of these concepts. Yeah. Mamta, from you, please.
It was very interesting and very informative, but I have to go through all recording.
Yeah, everybody has to go through. Trust me, no worries. It's not only you. So if you have a WhatsApp group, you all are there in that. You can all actually check with them who all is revising, and you will get maximum hands raised. Yes, yes, we are revising because we want to, brush up the concept. So so you are not alone. So don't worry, Mamta. Thank you so much. Yeah, Monica, from you, please.
Yeah, the concept is very clear and it's easy to understand with the examples you gave. Yeah.
That's really nice. Thank you so much, Monica. Preeti, did we hear from you?
No, not yet. So,
Okay, go ahead, please.
so much,
Yeah.
Verna. Like everybody said, I have to go back to the recording and maybe self down. But the way
Yeah.
you gave example was like really simple and easy to understand. Like for me, most of the sessions, I always go back to your example and learn.
Perfect.
Way it's easier for
Perfect.
me.
Because see, the easy concepts, when you understand concept, you can have n number of example. But to get you started, simplicity matters a lot. So thank you so much for your kind words. Ramni, over to you.
The session was very informative, and I like the way you explained and cleared my doubts. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ramni. Happy to help. Ritika, from you, please.
Hi,
Yeah,
Prerna.
sure. Hi,
Was
Ritika.
very nice session and easy to understand and very well explained, easy understand with the diagrams. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can we move to Shiva, please?
Hi, Prerna. Thank you for today's session. It's easy, it was easy, and your examples mainly, it makes me to understand the concepts and topics. I can easily relate to everything. It's simple every time, okay? So thank you very much for explaining it every time with the same simplicity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I personally feel some simplicity is underrated. That's why in Guru schools we ensure that we start with very simple, so you understand, and then if we want a higher level of deeper examples, we go ahead during the later stages when we explain you domains, and when you actually become little more experienced in this topic, so it's easy for you also to connect. So thank you so much. Yeah, moving to Tushar, please.
Yeah, thank you, Prerna. Like someone also mentioned that it was good to go back and see some of these diagrams that we haven't seen for a very long time.
Absolutely.
But yes, thank you for making it easy to learn. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Smriti.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah, Mahendra, you can. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, thank you so much for joining while traveling. Yeah, we are almost done anyways. Yeah, Smriti, please.
Hi, today's class was very interesting, and the way you give the examples like day-to-day activities and simplified examples, it helps a lot. It makes the thing easy.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Last but not the least, I think Vimal.
Yes, hi, Brina ma'am. Thank you for the class today. It was really easy to understand all the diagrams. I think we can use those in our daily life as well, like mind maps, for study and everything.
Absolutely. While
Yeah.
preparing CV, while giving interviews, while traveling, while making a budget, while doing everything you can utilize.
Yeah.
Please let me know if anybody is left. I think I've covered almost everyone. Yeah. Anybody? Yeah. I yeah.
left.
Yeah. Amrita, please go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. It was very interesting and informative session and very well explained by you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll share my closing remarks and then I'll request Gaurav if he's available. So yes, first of all, guys, I really like this energy because all of you see we are a very good number in this session, right? 20, around 30 odd, but still you guys are very cooperative, and the way you ask sensible questions, or you ask your doubts, is really admirable. I'll always encourage you to ask doubts. It's not that it can sound as silly, as simple, as basic as it is, but we always encourage. I'm pretty sure whenever I get any messages on WhatsApp, I encourage people to talk during sessions, because you know what, you never know how many other people might have the same doubts, but they might have that uh, fear, or they might not be that confident, so they didn't ask. So you are helping others, you're helping yourself. So talk in the session, which you're already doing. And also please make those small videos of 1 or 2 minutes. It can be as small as 1 minute. You can just give a glance about the topics, but then talk in front of camera, talk in front of mirror, talk about these topics, discuss about these topics, make your WhatsApp group, and share your findings. If one of you found a good video on YouTube about process flow diagram, share that with other people. So help each other and build as a community within Guru Schools. Because when it comes to mock interviews and actual interviews, trust me, having good pals with whom you can share helps a lot. People who are all placed, they were like super dedicated. They had a team of some chosen ones when they were studying and sharing their ideas and helping each other. So teamwork also goes a long way. That's my thought. And thank you so much for your nice and kind words. I thoroughly enjoyed today's session. So I'll request Gaurav, if he's there, for his closing remark. And yeah, Gaurav, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prerna, for taking it over. So I had to little step away, everyone, and thank you so much for your participation. What I'm going to do is that at the end, I'll be mentioning where you can practice utilizing or drawing these charts or drawing this drawing. So that I'll post in WhatsApp group. It's a lucidchart.com. So there you can go and practice it for free. You will have to create your free account over there, and still you can practice that. Okay, that's it I wanted to say. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. I think Vimal wanted to stay back.
Vimal. Yeah. Vimal wants to stay back.
So rest of all, you can drop. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you
Thank
again.
you so much. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Good night, guys. Take your good night sleep. Yeah.